knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway. Knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a look, Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called the Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Better tougher for the snow, we still gon' break holes. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we gotta do this, that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth beats. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up, my people? Welcome to another episode of the Panda Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly. Tank is on his way in. I wanted to get started with you guys because we got a lot of things to cover. For everyone who doesn't know, me and Tank this past Sunday were actually at the game. We did tailgated and we watched it. We were in the 200 level, had great seats. We watched this debacle. Honestly, it was hard to watch and to understand what I was watching because I saw a wonderful offense, 2 weeks before. And then this week, Cody Whitehair scored a 37.3 from PFF grading. He couldn't block anything. Tevin Jenkins scored a 45.3. He's our most talented lineman, and he couldn't do anything. Tyler Scott had a 53.2. Justin Fields, I don't know what it was. It seemed like the plays that they were calling were just awful. I mean, honestly, they were awful. It didn't make sense what they were doing. It didn't match. And then it's like if Justin doesn't get in rhythm, he can't do it. He misses wide open receivers. And that happens because, you know what? He threw the ball 10 times. I know Justin got hurt, but he was in the game. He was in the game through 3 quarters and threw the ball 10 times. Kirk Cousins averaged 10 times per quarter. And you're saying, oh, he's not doing a good job throwing the ball. Well, you're not letting him throw the ball. And then we run the ball. Deontay Foreman, he's fumbling. He fumbled. Darnell Mooney didn't score very well. 61.6. Though he finally did get a good catch. And I don't understand why the first look is not to DJ. I just don't understand. DJ should be the first call every single time. And that's not what we're getting. And I'm at a point right now where I'm questioning, is it Justin or is it Luke? Getsy seems to be a problem. It seems like he gives him the reins 1 week, and then the next week, the game plan is we're going to play keep away. We're going to run the ball all the time. It was at one point in time, the split was something like 24-8. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work in this day and age. You can't run the ball like that, especially when you're down your top 2 runners. I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. You don't want to give him the offense. Why? Yeah, I'm already in here. Because I don't want to. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why don't you have we saw player of the week was DJ Moore, right? Why wouldn't you design plays to get him the ball? I mean, that seems simple, right? Simple enough. You're a best player, design plays to get him the ball, especially when your 2 running backs are out, top running backs are out. Doesn't that make sense? I don't understand. I don't understand what the game plan is. I don't understand what they're doing. And, and I was at the game and Bajan got in. And the first thing I said was hey, this is what everyone wants. Everyone wants to the backup. Somehow the Bajan's going to come from the sky. He's going to descend upon us and he's going to throw touchdowns. And then we get a fumble, right? And then finally they let him throw the ball a couple times. And then we drive down the field. But you don't allow them to throw the ball. I don't understand what the hell's wrong with him. And it's almost like, not only that they don't trust Justin, but they don't like Justin. That's what it seems like. That is not their guy. That's what's boiling it down to. That's not their guy. He doesn't do the things that they want to do. He doesn't run the offense the way they want him to run. That's the feeling I feel every single time I watch this game. And it's like if you give him the reins, he can produce. But if you pull him back, don't let him get in rhythm. Like any other quarterback, he doesn't produce. He doesn't do anything. And now we have Justin Fields, who dislocated his thumb. I don't know. We saw he popped his thumb back in. And then he was in there trying to grip the ball. And he could hold it, but he couldn't throw it. Because any quarterback worth their salt needs their thumb to be able to throw the ball. I just don't understand what the hell we're doing. And actually, this is a good point from Martin right here. He says, rumors said they want to tank and trade him now that they're on a bye week. Well, we're still not on a bye week yet, though. I believe our bye week is like week 13. But because we play the the Las Vegas Raiders this next Sunday, and I just don't understand what the hell they're doing. These are winnable games, and they're not calling the games to win. It's frustrating as fans. It's frustrating. No one could tell you what they're doing. And it's funny because I listen to all the radio stations and everyone's saying, well, Justin's not doing right. And they're pointing out plays when he only has 10 dropbacks. Like, it doesn't work that way. Anyone who's played football knows it's a rhythm game, right? Same thing with basketball. It's a rhythm game. The first shot goes in. You build up your confidence, right? And then you go ahead and you let it loose, right? If you do those things, you play it that way, all of a sudden you get in the rhythm, and now you can focus. You can do all type of things. If you don't do it that way, you're out of rhythm. It's always going to feel like something's wrong. The steps are not right. The calls are not right. The plays are not right. And that's what we're getting a lot of. But I will say this. Justin is not perfect. He is far from it. And something I keep on seeing is when you have a number one wide receiver, why wouldn't you force him the ball? There's times where, yes, there were times where he was triple teamed. There are times he's double teamed. But anytime you get single covered and you have a high safety, you could throw the ball to him. And it's like he wants to call the plays and run the plays the way the coaches want it, instead of just saying, that's my first read. I'm going to have him be my first read no matter what. I'm going to go through. He wants to go through progression 1, 2, 3, instead of saying, 1-on-1, he's going to win this matchup. That's the one I need to throw. So, I mean, as a quarterback, you got to make that call, man. So, I don't know. I'm just telling you, at some point, you need to own up to it and just say, all right, I have to make the plays happen. I'm on the field. We hear all these other quarterbacks doing it. We heard from Tua. We heard Tua like, oh, well, he comes in there, he didn't like the play call. He changed it. As long as it's successful, we're gonna roll with it. I gave him that leeway. That's what you have to have, that confidence. But I don't know if you know what's going on. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what they're thinking. And you know what? Honestly, the defense played well enough for us to win. And that's what's disappointing. We didn't have Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins did not have a great game. He was just okay. The defense came ready to go, and we got nothing. So when you talk about PFF, TJ Edwards had a 91. He was balling his ass off. The dude was amazing. I was surprised at how good he was and how quick he was to the ball and how fast he was reading the plays and reacting. He was making all type of plays. TJ Hawkinson didn't really jump off the screen at all. He was there. Jack Sanborn was making all type of plays. From the first whistle, these linebackers were making plays. It wouldn't even matter how bad the line was in front of them. And then somehow Justin Jones showed up. So Jack Sanborn scored a 90.2. TJ Edwards had 91. And Justin Jones had 71.8, which for a defensive line that's not very good was good. I mean, he had a lot of great plays. He made tackles. He actually, had a good pass rush winning rate. So, I mean, it's the best game of his season. Justin Jones at our 3 technique had the best game of the season. So that was interesting. Then on the other side, we had Billings that did not play well. Yannick Ngakoue has not been good either. And Dominic Robinson was bad. So they're not getting pressure on the quarterback. But overall, the defense played well enough for a win. And if Bajan didn't have that fumble for a touchdown, the game is there. But who the hell wants to talk about a 13-12 game? It means your offense has to do their job. Yeah, be here. What up? Just started Parks and Rec. Where's Tank? Tank is on his way. He had to reset his computer. He just sent me a message right now saying, "Hey, I'm resetting my computer. I'll be on in a second." So, and guys know, I just opened that Culver, so I was working up until I think I left at 8:20. That's why I drove here just to talk to you guys. So that was fun. But yeah, no. So Martin was saying he don't know what he saw. He just got a notification. Give me a second. He'll add it to the chat what he saw. But I understand what you're thinking, because a lot of people said when we saw Justin Fields had that great game, those two great games, he was passing the ball really well. People were saying we should trade him right now just to get Caleb Williams. And you know what's funny though? And then you come back and look at this week, Caleb Williams did not have a good game. He got outplayed. He looked confused. He has a terrible defense right now too. So what do you think he's going to do with us? Where is it? Hey, Brandon Davis, bruh, Tank is always late. Let's be honest. I tell you that guys that a lot. Tank, he set the room for me. He did all this stuff for everything, but sometimes he's a little late. Oh boy. But with all that said, my question is, what do we expect from this week? We have Bajan most likely started because Justin's not going to be able to really grip the ball. He still has swelling. And they're not going to even look at it again until the swelling goes down. They can see what the injury really is. But the truth is, if the swelling goes down, he'll be able to go ahead and play. So if he's able to do that, he's able to hold the ball, he's going to be able to play. But this week we see Bajan. So now I want to see what you guys are all seeing, what everyone else is seeing. Bajan's going to be able to get the ball out. Well, if he throws the ball 30 times, 35 times, we know immediately that Getsy does not like the way Justin Fields plays football. That's what we know immediately, because he doesn't even give Justin Fields those same opportunities. I'm hoping that he does well enough, because I'm just tired of the Bears losing, but I just don't see it. And I know tomorrow we're going to be on Dynasty Pylon. We're going to be, I might not be on. I might be a little late, but I probably still be making on. We're going to be talking about max or minimum Crosby. And I guarantee all three of us will go Max Crosby next week, because Max Crosby going against all these people. Oh my God. Our line, the way they do it, with Cody Whitehair snapping the way the hell he is, man, this might be a problem. Max Crosby might get 20 points as far as fantasy goes. Yeah, Tank here says, because Tank got a whole lot of BS going on. Oh, man. Hey, stand up shorts. What's up? Appreciate you jumping in, man. We just trying to talk about this game, trying to figure out what's going on, and look at the future. I mean, what do we do? I'm bringing back old segments tomorrow too. Uh-oh. See if we can find our three people that we like, who's going to make it. We're going to talk about max and minimum Crosby. We got Gridiron Heights. So that's on our Wednesday show. We have a lot of stuff going on. That's going to be real cool. Join me, Mark, and Martin. Great conversations. Me and Mark and Martin. Well, me and Martin probably argue more than anyone. But Mark will be there to kind of stay between us, keep us together. But it's a fun time. It's one of my favorite times of the week, honestly. So I hope to see you guys. Said my fantasy team is screwed again. Oh man, tell me why. What do you have? So I don't know if you remember me talking about McLaughlin. Yeah, he screwed me so hard. Yeah, I do. And I was worried about that because you knew what's called was coming back. When Javonte Williams comes back, man. I mean, Tank even talked about it last week. Tank said specifically, it's time to get rid of him. Just like, and we talked about Miles Sanders. Time to get rid of him. You know what's funny? Miles Sanders then played and Chuba came up and scored, 15, 16 points? Like, man, that was terrible. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Can't hear you, so you're probably Mike.
All right, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you now. Good.
All right. My bad.
He says, I'm bad at fantasy, bro. He said, I'm 1-5. Devontae is screwing up. He screwed me a little bit too, man. I was gonna let you know one of my leagues. I was expecting my builder blocks to be killing. But now, no.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, he messed me up.
I gotta say this right here. The fact that the Bears Trace McSorley to the practice squad, I cannot wait to talk about that.
I mean, I don't know.
Michael loves Trace McSorley. He talks about him all the time. Michael's like, oh, Trace McSorley, watch out. And now the Bears signed him to the practice squad.
There's a good chance. I do think he might come in because I think he's gonna get one good hit that he's not used to it, and then I think he might go down.
No, maybe, but
maybe not for the whole game. But
they still have two. They still have other good guys. Trace McSorley right now is still in the practice squad, so they still have the backup. But Bagent, look, I know everyone's like, oh, Bagent's good and all this stuff. I did not see a guy who's good. I saw a guy who he has some ability to throw the ball, but he's going to have a problem with a line that doesn't block. And Justin Fields has enough talent to counter it. But if you don't have that, I don't know what's going to happen. And I think we're going to see a lot of interceptions next week. And we're going to make the Las Vegas Raiders look like they're a good defense, and they're awful.
Let me pull up the depth chart real quick.
Stand-up shorts. I got second place last year. Man, that's good. Yeah, it's always 1-5 is tough. But I will say this:
you can make some moves, man.
You can
make some moves.
You win 2 games, then you're 3-5, right? Then all of a sudden, all these bye weeks are coming in, right? And if you get your bye weeks out early, you can go ahead and go 4-5, and everyone else is starting to come back to you. So, it's not over yet. But you got to make some really good moves. You need to really be looking at what you can add on the waiver wire, and you got to get rid of the guys that are holding you back.
Yeah, so that's I mean, for like I said, McLaurin, McLaurin. No, not McLaurin. McLaughlin. Yeah. He I picked him up because he was just like a just in case kind of thing, but he didn't pan out. I never started him. It was always a safety thing, and I dropped him. Miles Sanders, he's another guy. Damn. I'm really on the edge of T Higgins. It might be not doing anything this year. Does he have one good game, like one more good game in him, or 2 more good games in him, and then that's it?
Well, he's
just not catching it, and
I think T Higgins is someone you hold on to because you know he's injured. Know he's injured, so but you don't drop him, but you don't start him until he shows you can do it again. But that's not something.
Then he's taking up a roster spot. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but he's good. Anyone you bring in is not going to be good enough. So it doesn't matter if he's taking up a roster spot. He's actually good, talented.
Yeah.
So you don't want to drop him. You don't want to.
But then the problem is, like, by the time he gets good, what's going to go on with Burrow? Like, is Burrow going to get re-aggravated with his injury? So it's like, I'm not going to drop him not right now, but you guys start looking like, in a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, you're like, shit, what's going on?
No,
for me,
it's talent.
But it's cool. But if you're not putting up the numbers, I don't care.
But it doesn't matter. That's why you have a bench. You don't get rid of talented people. That's why we see 99% rostered.
Yeah.
Keep them on your roster. You don't drop those guys.
I wish they put them on the freaking IR.
It's like me being mad at DJ Samuel or whatever Adebo Samuel because he's hurt.
Yeah,
no,
but he puts up numbers. He's been good all year.
He's been in and out. He's been up and down.
He's been up, isn't
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I mean, for like me, T. Higgins is somebody I can't just. Obviously, he's on a bye, so hopefully things get better when he comes back. But I mean, shit. I mean, these are like players, and then when he comes back from the bye, he's going against San Francisco, then Buffalo, then Houston, Baltimore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Like,
because they got to win the games.
Yeah.
So, with him being such an essential part, it's one of those things that what do you do?
Yeah.
So he says, they recast Justin Fields for Sunday. They brought in a new character, a new variant quarterback, a Bears quarterback.
Yeah.
It's the mantle. One. We passed the mantle on to something bad, awful.
I'm screwed. I got so many people on bye week this week.
I do too, but it's okay if you just going to say as a bye week, you just put in your best lineup and say, okay, I'm not worried about this week. I'm not going to watch because someone else is going to deal with that next week. But you have all your buys done. That's why I don't worry about it too much.
Yeah, it just sucks. Like I've been losing by a couple points every week, and which is like just the worst. It's the worst. And the waiver order on ESPN is the dumbest freaking waiver order. It makes no sense. Like I didn't make any move that would have counted as a claim, and yet I'm at 9 out of 12. I was like, "Ow."
Yeah, I didn't make a waiver claim. ESPN's awful.
ESPN is the worst. That's why I stopped using ESPN a long time ago. And then Yahoo is a little bit better, and then obviously Sleeper is where it's at. Like if you're legit into fantasy football, Sleeper is it, and Martin is the one that showed, I think, a lot of us like, hey, check this out. This thing is great. We're like, and then it is 100%.
That one's good. MFL is really good. CBS is not that bad. And then I'll put Yahoo and the ESPN.
Yeah.
And NFL somewhere in between. It's over for me. I got points, but I can't anymore. There's so much, and Martin's right. It's plenty of time. Yeah. You get frustrated, but usually your winner of your league does not win. Is not winning at week 7. This is not the time when you're winning. All of a sudden, they start to catch fire, going out of the bye. They have the bye set up the right way, and the buys are early or something like that, and they can just kind of roll.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what happens.
Especially right now, a lot of banged up running backs. So like, if you find some of the right guys to pick and play, and then take advantage of your opponents having like injured players, man, I went the year I won it. I think I went like 0-5, 0-6 or something like that. Then I went on a winning streak, and then I snuck into the playoffs. And then the dude that like lost one game all season, I beat him, and then I won it all. And that was like, that was
awesome. The most dangerous person. That's what it is. The most dangerous person is the guy who just gets in there. Has been winning games.
Yeah, I snuck in there. I mean, and that's always worse when you sneak in, and it's not even because of you; it's because somebody else beat the person you needed to beat, kind of thing. All that math at the end.
Sanders says, "I wouldn't hold my breath any longer, or I'll become a Viking fan." Coming from Minnesota, I dislike them.
Oh, really? Wow, man.
That's hilarious.
I don't think I ever met a Minnesota person that doesn't like the Vikings.
I mean, I've seen them like the Packers.
Ugh. That's the Etsy.
And so Devontae Smith screw my team.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Screw what if Trey Baggins Higgins like a bag of bricks.
See?
He said,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
go get Thielen.
Go get Thielen.
You have things on your bench that you don't need, that don't need to be played, and there's no reason to get rid of Higgins. I seen your bench. If you could trade him, that's fine. If you get something for him,
no. Yeah, I wouldn't like drop him. Like, well, yeah, I misspoke. I wouldn't drop him. That's a player like that. You do not drop. You trade.
Robinson also went off on his bench. That sucks. Wandell, oh my goodness. Who saw that game coming? There's a couple of games this week that I'm like, what? San Francisco lost to the Browns. I knew the Browns were good, but without Deshaun, you going to win?
Yeah,
that's what shocked me. Philadelphia losing. That was like, what? Okay, Philly lost. San Francisco lost. I mean, all these teams that were losing that are good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it happens though.
Yeah.
So y'all don't think the guy they got at QB isn't going to be decent? Agent, after seeing him, I think he's going to have a lot of turnovers. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like 8 for 14 in the first half with 2 interceptions.
Damn.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, 8 to 14 is still good. I mean, he's
that's not the bad part.
He's going to throw the ball to the wrong guy.
Yeah,
and the reason why Justin's not throwing the ball sometimes is he's second guessed because he's seeing other people. He knows how good athletes that they are. He just doesn't know what he could do with his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Agent has no idea, so he's just going to throw it anyway.
Yeah. And that's the thing when he threw that interception. Like we said, we saw as soon as it was up in the air. I'm like, why is it just? He threw up a duck. It was just hanging up there. I was like, all right, easy pick, and that's what it was. And I think he's gonna do that a couple times.
He doesn't have the skill.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
And it's scary because like the Bears don't have the coaching to make him a better quarterback. He could be maybe a pretty solid, backup quarterback somewhere, but
Getsy's terrible.
I'll
tell you this much: if Getsy lets him throw the ball 30 times, I'm rioting.
I'll be so pissed.
Rioting.
I'll be so, and it'll be exactly like you said. Like you said, it's not that they don't think Justin's the guy. They just don't want him to be the guy. They don't like him. They want to go somewhere else.
They're trying to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Mm-hmm. You don't give him the opportunity. He threw 10 passes before he got hurt. That's insane. That's
in the third quarter.
10 passes. Yeah. So that was so low. That's insane.
So Kadani was like, how was the game? I wish I had cameras of y'all like they did the Charger fans and fan last night. I was screaming. You hear my voice, right? I was screaming at everybody. I was screaming at the fans next to me. I was screaming at people behind me. I was screaming at the coaching. I was screaming at everybody. Anyone
There's some Viking fans behind us. So, yeah,
they're just laughing at me.
Yeah, no, it was annoying, man. It was not you, but just watching that, and there's no way you cannot. Because after you run 3 screenplays, in a row, you're like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It was veer, screen, veer. Oh, other side veer, screen, veer. I was like, really? My 2-year-old daughter could do this. Give him a card and say, which one are we going to do?
Yeah. It's crazy how much they ran when they only have 1 running back. I was like, what are we doing?
No, and Deontay, they didn't play like most of the first half when Justin was out there. They benched him because of that fumble.
The fumble?
Yep. So Stand Up Short says, I'm a Giants fan. You do have 4 Super Bowls. And you did have Eli, Rain Man, Manning. So he's like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's not bad. I will always appreciate the Giants for that. It was like, you screwed over Tom Brady twice with Eli Manning of all players. I will forever appreciate the Giants for that. I was like, you made me a little bit happier those 2 years.
Do you think that Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer?
And no, but it's hard to
how many Hall of Famers?
Rings.
Yeah, who has 2 rings that is not a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I was like, if Tom Brady, obviously a Hall of Famer, Eli Manning went in there. He's like, okay, the only 2 times I'm going to be in here, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat the quote unquote best quarterback ever twice.
Peyton Manning, has 2 Super Bowl wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But only 1 he earned.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eli won those. He made the plays.
Yeah, those
he was games. Throwing dimes. So like I'm just saying, I know Eli's not consistently up there, but he made it to the mountaintop twice. I don't know, man. I think I put him in the Hall of Fame. I think he's there.
I think he does. But I don't. If it wasn't for if he only won 1, then it'll be more of a like, I don't think so. But since he got 2, it's hard to deny.
It wasn't like it was a fluke twice.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing with him, he's one of those guys.
Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Hey, man, definitely join us Wednesday because Wednesday's gonna be a lot of fun too. And then we do our show on Sunday, the Morning Spike, which is usually great because we were usually there. But It was really great. I was listening this week. They did a really good job without
You guys had a bunch of views. I was like, man, you guys got 70 views. Like that's, I mean, for us, that's really good. You know, on a Sunday. So yeah, Martin and Mark held it down like really well. So not enough bickering though.
Too much agreeing.
It was a lot of agreeing.
Martin says, I live by the Archibald Wiki way. Yeah, I understand that. Get rid of them. That's what it is. No sacrifice, no. Oh, yes. Yeah. No sacrifice, no victory. Archibald Wiki. That's how my handiest fantasy life goes. Never give up, my guy. Never give up.
Yeah.
It's good, Martin. I like that. How many drinks y'all have at the game, and how are y'all fans are off the seat, off your seat? Go crazy, fans. Are you like how y'all are watching everything, looking at the details and stuff? So, I played football. I played through college. So every time I see a play, I'm as a tight end. So I'm looking from a tight end's perspective. I do. I look if the field is open or closed. I'm looking at the safeties. I'm thinking about the quarterback. I'm thinking who's the second read. That's how I always look at and then I look at the blocking. That's how I look. I go from there. Because I always see the receivers, you know what they're going to end up doing. And I know how the route combination is supposed to go. Every play I look at that way. And I can tell you what the play is by looking at it. I can tell you. It takes a lot of the joy out of like just the surprise joy because I can see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then you can see who's messing up. I just can, Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very different. Like I don't know. Like when I'm at home, I really don't like jump up and like go crazy. Like I've known people that just like lose their minds, when there's a bad play and stuff like that. When I'm there, I do it more, but I'm not like you do it a lot.
Oh man,
like when he wasn't kidding when he's screaming all the time. He is legit like screaming like every play. But it's very different. I think you look at it differently, especially where we sat was like in the end zone. So you're kind of like looking down.
You're looking at all 22 basically.
It's yeah. So it's very different because then you see people and you see how it feels slower when you're watching it in person than on the TV. On the TV, it's very fast, and obviously they do that on purpose, But yeah,
I agree.
But we drink a lot for that first. We drank a decent.
All the shots, all the liquor, it was nuts.
Oh my god, it was like
I was like, man. I actually came home. I took such a good nap, and then I was able to wake up, get some food, and then go back to sleep, and then work a 12-hour day. So it worked out.
Yeah, I came home and took a nap, and then that's when I felt.
That's when you got drunk.
That's what I was like. I'm like, what the hell? I was just messed up. I took a shower, and then I felt a little bit better. But man, yeah, it was good.
Liquor's a hell of a thing, man. All right, I'm also starting Jordan Mason. I think Jordan, right? Yeah, Jordan Mason. I picked him up after McCaffrey got hurt. That's a good pickup. He's actually number 3 on my pickups as far as running backs. Just right behind Reynolds and Roshan. That was a good one. Jordan Mason's a very good pickup.
Wow.
He said, "Wow," but he also picked up Downs. I like Downs. Downs is fine. What's happening right now is funny. In Cleveland, you starting to see the Kareem Hunt is starting to get a more and more share of the running things. Kareem Hunt should be on there, and he's only 45% rostered right now.
Yeah.
So I will still be looking at that.
Yeah.
He said, I feel y'all pain, man, because my team lost to Cleveland. That's defense is legit.
Man.
I see they're number 1. Exactly, they are. Dude, Myles Garrett is the best defensive end in the game. I've been saying it hands down for 3 years. Myles Garrett is better than anyone you imagine playing defensive end. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's that much better. So, I mean, when you're looking at it, you need to realize how good he really is.
Yeah, when we were coming out of the game, that game was finishing, and yeah, we were watching. Well, you were in the front seat, me and the dudes in the back. So we were watching the game, and it was just that was crazy. That was without watching.
Awesome.
Too.
And that's exactly. Can you imagine if Deshaun actually could play and stop being hurt?
Yeah.
Say, stand up. The short says Eli is elite. Is elite? Eli is.
Or you're just saying like spelling wise, like you can't spell elite without Eli, kind of thing. Is that what it is?
Oh, that's a good one. He said, "That's the Patriot killer to you, sir. The Patriot killer."
Yeah.
You know, on the sign of him being a Patriot killer, it's just gonna have his look like this.
that dumb face he makes. Just
what? He always looks like he's saying, "Huh?"
Yeah. Like, who said what?
And then he throws another touchdown.
Yep.
He won two of these Super Bowls, bro. Games against the Packers were great in the divisional games too.
Yeah.
Eli is, without a doubt, he is really talented. I always thought Eli's arm was stronger than Peyton. Peyton knew the game better than Eli, but Eli had a stronger arm. Eli had a better defense. Eli couldn't. I don't think he wins on his own, but as far as you have a system and he's someone who's not going to lose you the game and he's going to make plays for you, that's what Eli did.
Yeah. It's hard to like say, so like Aaron, like this is a perfect example. Aaron Rodgers, a great regular season quarterback. When it came to playoffs, he choked. And the opposite was for Eli. If they made it to the playoffs, I don't know what switch he turned on or what drug he took. He wasn't amazing. He wasn't like, oh my God, but he knew how to win games when it came to the playoffs, you know, and especially as the deeper it went, it was like, how are you getting better? like, yeah, I don't know. Like, but Eli was, yeah,
that's just him, man.
That was him. Yeah. Again, opposite of his brother, amazing regular season quarterback. And then playoffs come and just like forget how to play football.
No, he's the greatest regular season quarterback to ever live.
Yeah.
And you know, I will say this though: if there wasn't Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, Peyton Manning probably wins like 10. Like literally, the Patriots stopped him from winning all the damn time. He made it to the AFC Championship. He was always penciled in the Colts, no matter what. So if it wasn't for Belichick, I think that they wouldn't even more.
Yeah.
The right tank. I was waiting for Skip and Shannon back and forth with them on this past Sunday with Atlanta and Washington, and they're like, "Yeah, this is how it's gonna go." They were patting each other on the back, having a good old time. They're both talking about each other's team. Like, "Oh yeah, your team is really good. Oh no, your team is really good. I love how you do that." It was a love fest.
Kumbaya. That's why even Brian, he might agree with you, and just to break it up, he'll just still argue.
Like, no, I don't care. All right, we got TS. Purdy or Love this week? What do you think?
Who's
Love is against Denver and Purdy is against Minnesota.
Okay. Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna
understand Purdy's also playing Monday night football.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna go Purdy.
So in my rankings, I did a QB ranking before the show. I had Purdy ranked number 6 for all quarterbacks, especially coming off that loss, knowing who's his coach, knowing how bad Minnesota really is, honestly, and knowing how good that offensive line is. So you're not going to put pressure on them.
Yeah,
I think Brock Purdy is going to have a hell of a game.
I think so.
And don't get me wrong, but Jordan Love is going to be good too.
Yeah, coming off a bye week, coming off that loss, that really bad loss, but at least he has a bye week to kind of like shake it off. So maybe he might do well, but I think I'm still gonna give it to Purdy.
Yeah, I do like the thought of Love going against Denver, but he be Purdy. I'm going Purdy all the way.
Yeah.
What about Evans? So Zach Evans, sort of for the Rams. I definitely think he's worth a look at. He is going against Pittsburgh, Dallas, and in Green Bay. I don't know how long Kyler Williams is going to be out, but I know in deeper leagues he's going to be a pickup. I don't know if you play him right away, but in deeper leagues you're definitely looking to pick him up. Yeah, he's only 5% rostered.
Yeah,
so.
He's like I think number 2 on my list to at least pick up I don't know about.
I got
starting,
Roshan. Roshan's number 2 on my list.
But Roshan he's got to be
60% rostered.
How much?
We're 60%.
60, yeah. So.
Yeah, but I feel like Craig Reynolds is only 2% rostered. So with Monty going out.
Ooh.
Yeah, so Monty's out being out. And Jahmyr Gibbs, we don't know. I think he's going to play, but you never know. And they're not going to give him the ball. He's not like a workhorse. He's come off an injury. So I think Craig Reynolds is going to have a lot of opportunity when he's going against Baltimore. Jordan Mason for San Francisco, I think he's going to get an opportunity a little bit. But I like Elijah Mitchell more. I think Elijah Mitchell is going to be the workhorse. And then, Jordan Mason is going to be the change of pace guy.
Yeah.
And then I had Kareem Hunt, and then Jeff Wilson. And then Chuba Hubbard is right there for me. Because I've seen what he does instead of Miles Sanders. The problem with Chuba Hubbard is that he starts 64% rostered.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. All right, we got thoughts on me trading DK for Eckler for DK and Eckler for Diggs in London. I have Kyron Swift, Pacheco for other running backs, and I have my wide receivers are just kind of unreliable except for Devontae. So yeah, Devontae Adams. You get Diggs, who is a guaranteed 18 points, and London, who is their number 1 receiver. Yeah, they play on and off every week for DK and Eckler.
Damn.
So let's break this down.
Yeah.
The problem with Eckler is a top 5 running back. Okay. But he's not on the damn field. He can't stay on the field. I think Diggs is better than DK, and I think London's going to score more than Eckler because of what we just said. He can't stay on the field. Percentage. Yeah, that's just what it is. When you have a percentage that is that low, it's hard for me to do that. Eckler is still great. See, I would feel better. I would feel better about doing this Eckler one when you weren't, when he wasn't coming back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like it. I do like it. Because how's Swift been doing? Because I know he's a few weeks ago. I haven't kept up with much.
So still been doing good. Yeah. 18 points, 16 points. He's still doing fine. Kyron is hurt right now. Pacheco is good. Yeah, Pacheco's good. So,
Kyron is expected to be sidelined. So he might not even play. Yeah,
that's why we had his backup saying that at 5%, that's what someone I would be looking for.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Zach
Evans. Yeah.
But if you're okay, I don't know how the bye weeks work. But if you're okay having 2 good running backs with Swift and Pacheco, knowing Kyron might be sidelined for the next couple of weeks, if you're good enough to do it, they make the trade. The problem with Eckler is he's not available.
Yeah.
My biggest question is, what do you have else at running back?
Yeah.
I can't see Eckler doing good. I don't know why. I understand what you're saying though. My question is always, well, what do you have if you have bye weeks coming up?
Pacheco and Swift. So Pacheco got week 10, and Swift are both week 10.
So you wouldn't have a running back. So he wouldn't have a running back, right?
Yeah.
That's my issue.
They're both week 10. I mean, that's the only issue. Yeah. If the only issue is a bye week, I would still pull the trigger and do it. But
it could be the difference in winning and losing.
Yeah, but you're probably there's a
you're getting Diggs
chance.
And you're Diggs has been scoring, and there's definitely a rapport him with him and Allen. Allen is looking to get him the ball. I wish Justin would look at my guy that, but
damn man, look at.
Oh wow, they said, damn, yeah, that's true. And Diggs and Devontae are on the same bye as well.
Right. Damn, oh shit. Oh man. Well,
I don't know. I don't know, man.
By then you have week 13, so you got a little bit of time.
But then you're looking at the scrapyard, really looking for something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just something to stream for that 1 week. That shouldn't be too bad. But I mean, the running back problem you only have to deal with 1 week.
He's gonna have 4 people out.
Yeah, but 2 separate weeks. So Diggs is week 13. Diggs and Devontae are week 13, and then week 10 is your running backs are all on by.
So now you're getting up 2 weeks. So now you're getting up two games, right? 2 weeks of games.
Games. Yeah. That's still. What's your record right now? If you got a pretty decent record, like if you got 1 loss, I would do it.
Because you rest of your receivers you said are not good.
Yeah.
But my question is, what do you have a running back still?
Yeah.
Martin says, buy Eckler and DK.
Yeah. I'm going with that. He said he's 3-3. That's rough too, because 2 games are going to be really important. But with that, I mean, you're going to win. Week prior. With that, with those guys, 7, 8, 9 look really good for you, and then 11 and 12 look really good too.
No, see, but what I look at, so you're not really comparing Eckler to London.
No,
you're not really. Because London's really, as far as ranking, he's 30. 25 to 30. That's probably where he ranks. Around wide receivers, 25 to 30. I'm guessing on a team that doesn't throw the ball as much.
33 for wide receivers, 95 overall, at least for sleeper. So
that's there we go. Oh. So and Eckler, who when he's healthy, is ranked between 3 and 7.
Right? Yeah. When he's healthy, but right now he's 38.
Yeah, because he hasn't played. But when he's healthy,
he only played 1 game.
When he's healthy, he's 3. He's between them ranked 3 and 7.
It definitely changes it up.
But DK to Diggs is way better than him. I would rather, instead of give me Drake London, give me another running back. I could have something. That's just me.
That's not bad.
Give me another running back coming back, even if he's lesser. Yeah. Give me a running back coming back.
But Drake is really consistent. So if you need a consistent receiver, London might not be too bad.
No,
but it was week 3 against Detroit.
But he's right. My problem with Eckler is I can't see him scoring that many touchdowns this year, and I think that's the majority of his points come from. And I hear exactly what you're saying. And they throw a lot of balls. They throw the ball a lot, for the Chargers. So I understand the answer is you make the trade, but understand what my hesitations are. Is your other running backs. And until I know what Kyron Williams is really exactly going to be out, is it 1 week injury? So that high sprain is weird. It could be 2 or 3. I'm gonna go back to Kadani real quick. I swear it was like SpongeBob and Squidward in the Employee of the Month episode. They shake hands and say stuff in their heads. They start beelining the Krusty Krab. Oh man! And he says Eli 2011 beats the Falcons, I think, right, in the wild card game. Beats Aaron at Lambeau when he won the MVP. They were 15-1 after the Super Bowl prior to the beating my 49ers, and the the punt return fumble beats Brady 2 times. Yeah, dude, Eli is something. He is something.
Yeah.
We got Steve Joe. What up, fellas?
Yo, what's up?
You thinking Roshan takes over? Yes. 100%. They didn't want Deontay Foreman to start to play this game.
Yeah.
Like, he sat out most of the first half after that fumble. He sat out most of the first game.
It sucks because this would have been a great game for Roshan. Great game because he's been just so great. Every time he gets the ball, he's doing something. So if he was the starting back, with just that like help out here and there, man.
And he blocks well. He catches the ball out of the backfield well. He would have been a great compliment. I would love to see him. But now we're not going to have Justin there. I think Justin doesn't play for 2 weeks.
Damn, 2 weeks?
I think it's 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
We got Kenny in here. Well, hey, what's up, Kenny?
Yo, what's up?
So what should I do with Julio Jones? Get rid of him. Sorry.
Yeah. Like so Martin, he's in the chat. Or he's down there saying something. You know, he isn't doing anything. Sit down.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything.
But he always says, once they hit 30, man, like you have a few outliers that are great, and then
he said the same thing about Devontae. Devontae's 32 and he's killing it.
That's what, a few outliers.
Yeah, he's more. Yeah.
Nah, I think by 34, yeah, Julio Jones is. You know, last year he didn't do anything. 2021, he had a few good games. 2020,
yeah, he was fine.
You know, the last time he was like pretty decent was 2020. You know.
So, what do you think? Where do you think Julio ranks
right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know.
Take a wild guess.
Because he hasn't. That was still just because who he is. I would say somewhere in the top 20.
So you think Julio Jones is a top 20 wide receiver right now? Is that what you're saying?
So, yeah.
So right now, Julio Jones is out. Yeah, he's way down here.
He's way down there. I would give him like the benefit of the doubt just because of the name, but
he is but below Wan'Dale Robinson and Josh Downs.
Wow.
He's below Kadarius Toney.
Oh, Kadarius Toney is like what in the 70s, 80s or something. Like he took a big drop.
Yeah, 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. So damn, you're talking about does he even make the top 100? Does Julio even make the top 100?
I thought Julio would be 32, so I'm a little.
You know, like I said, like last year.
Are they on the bye?
Who? The Eagles?
Yeah. No. Tennessee. I think they're on the bye.
You're talking about Tennessee. This is 8 hours ago. Julio Jones signing 1-year deal with Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's an Eagle, dude.
Oh yeah, that was 8 hours ago. Oh man.
Yeah, it was earlier today.
Huh.
That's why Kenny's asking because Kenny's a Eagles fan.
Nothing. You let him just not do anything. You do nothing with him.
He's still 2% rostered, which is fucking crazy.
I wouldn't do anything with him.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting there.
Yeah, nothing. That's good.
Yeah.
We gotta say. Steven says, any players I should pick up? I'm number 2, but top 3 I'm looking at are Evans, Mitchell, and Mason. Evans, man? Mm-hmm. But I feel CMC and Kyron will only miss a week. Seems like a waste of a waiver for only a week pick. I kind of tend to agree with what he's saying.
I don't know if McCaffrey's gonna even miss. The last time I read something was he might play, which is stupid. I think I own CMC. I think that I would like him to play because he's just a monster. But like as a coach, I would probably sit him down for at least a week.
CMC just can't.
Yeah, but like you said, he can't. If he can run, and not like be out of breath, I think it'd be all right. I mean, granted, it's the oblique and rib, so you might have some issues running, but I think if it's okay, everything came back negative, I believe. So, or his MRI has not been revealed yet. So,
yeah, I think CMC will be out of this week. I think Kyron will also be out this week.
Yeah, for sure.
If not 2. That's just me. So,
I mean, who's the longer lasting one? Evans, Mitchell, or Mason? Because Mitchell might be just one game. I probably, but also Mitchell's not bad. CMC always gets hurt, and then season ending hurt.
And Mitchell gets he plays too.
Yeah,
Mitchell plays more.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, he really hasn't done nothing this year.
And exactly what Ricardo Bartles is saying right now too. Have you seen that? Says I think Kyron might be a long term. I don't know. Have you seen all the Rams players that are signing today? They're signing everybody. The Rams have just been going on a whole streak.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be long. You know, like you said, what you said, 2 weeks.
So they signed Miles Gaskins.
Yeah, that's right.
They signed is off the practice squad off the was it Minnesota?
I think so. That's funny.
So, I hear what you're saying, but so as far as the waiver wires go, long term. Man. I think I'm leaning towards Evans.
Yeah,
I lean towards Evans.
Yeah, but also, how bad do you need a win? If you need a win, you're gonna pick up the best guy for the week, which probably who's the best guy just for this upcoming week?
For this week,
I kind of want to say Evans. Well, no, out of these three,
all those three,
Evans.
I
mean, yeah, you would get Reynolds, 100%.
Yeah, Craig Reynolds is probably the one because Monty's gonna get hurt. Yeah. He gets hurt 3 times a year. That's just what happens. And Monty's gonna miss probably 2 to 3 weeks. Gibbs is not going to be a bell cow, so Craig Reynolds will probably be a decent one. But he probably is only a 2-week guy because at Baltimore and then Las Vegas. I think it might be one of those things that I'll probably sit on my number 2 waiver pick. I'll probably sit. Wait till Thursday and see who I can pick up. Because I think coming down, especially with bye weeks coming, I might want to pick up someone else.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. That's not a bad idea, but I would probably go Evans, but all these guys I think are going to be fairly a few weeks,
week to week. Yeah, they're going to be week to week guys.
Yeah, they're not somebody you're going to like. Oh, that's it. He's the guy from now on. No, it's just going to be like a this week for sure, and then maybe next week you start streaming.
This is what this is, man.
Yeah,
this is what they're
streaming.
No, he sucks. I've been saying for years, guys. Julio Jones is legit my favorite wide receiver, and I know he's done. He's just in denial. He doesn't know yet.
That's right.
Julio is retarded. It's like what? Julio's retired. That's what he just doesn't know yet.
Yeah. And man, if he's still getting paid.
Nah, we're playing Miami. Yeah, you're right, Kenny. We're playing Miami. Julio will have one good game and pull his hamstring. Hey, I mean, Devontae Smith has been on a milk carton. Have you seen him? Have you seen my number 1 wide receiver? I had 2 number 1s, and now I have only 1. He said, I think Kyron might be a long term. I don't know if you haven't seen the Rams signing players today. Yeah. Exactly. And you don't know if any of those guys at running back are going to, jump into the main squad and take over. It happens all the time, especially with running back. And Marty says, yeah, Reynolds is my number 1 waiver if I had a choice. That's See, I hate when we agree. I hate when we agree.
See, I don't get how this shit works. So, on Saturday, the 14th, somebody picked up Reynolds just straight up, without a waiver claim.
Yeah, you can do that because once you pass
the
waiver order, you can go ahead and pick up somebody. As long as it's not game day. Yeah, you can pick them up Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Y'all see Steve Smith, Barry, Jerry, Judy? Dude, Steve Smith is he's God. I'm going to see if I can pull that up.
don't think I've seen that.
I'm looking it up. I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at like some of my free agents. Like I need a running back this week because I have so many of them on bye week, and there isn't no one. There isn't no one, man. Like I got like no one coming out this upcoming week.
Yeah,
like it's gonna be bad.
All right. So tell me if you can hear this.
All right.
Broncos wide receiver Jerry Judy was walking by and Steve called out to him. And he got a different reaction.
I called out to him because on my podcast, Cut to It, I just talked about guys that maybe have not showed up in the way or in the manner. And so the word that I've used to describe him in the past was a jag, just a guy. When I saw him, he's playing well. I wanted to say to him face to face, like, hey, I know I said some things in the past I probably shouldn't have, and I'm sorry. That's what I wanted to say to him. His response, Mike Robb, was ninja.
Ninja?
Yes, I'm using the word ninja. I'm just using the word ninja. I don't mess with you. And it was a curse word. And so I was like, all right. And then he repeated it. So I'll say it again. I'm sorry that I said you were a jag, just a guy who's an average wide receiver they use a first-round pick on that isn't doing anything. I hope today that you actually show up in a way that you haven't showed up in the last couple of years since they drafted you. So if you ever got a problem with Agent 89, I'm sorry for saying that you're an average wide receiver that they eventually will move on. And when teams call me and asking, should they trade for you, I will say no, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy because he's mentally unable to handle constructive criticism from people who watch specifically, can he be a wide receiver? He could be a wide receiver. He's a tier 3. Go back into the studio. I'm done now. Thank you.
What? He like, holy shit. Wow. He got worked up a little bit.
Go back into the studio. I'm done.
I just like I don't know, the dude he's out there with, the dude with the glasses. He just kept looking at the camera like oh damn, man. I did not see that. Holy crap.
Oh man.
Holy crap.
I don't know why people still mess with Steve Smith. You don't know? You don't know who that man is?
I guess you forget.
Oh man.
That's what I'm like, I did not see this. That was good.
Oh my God, dude, that's awesome.
But like if Steve Smith went up and said like, like legit, I'm sorry, it's like, I get it.
Sorry for calling you a jag.
Yeah. I mean, but it also was like, he might have made it seem like I called you that, but it's like, did you apologize how you did right now, kind of apology, or was it like more of a legit apology?
I think he was trying to apologize to him because he didn't want to mess up his money, and then he cursed him out, and he's like, "Oh, really?
Yeah,
you know who I am? I'm Steve Smith, and you haven't earned nothing. So how about I'm gonna take you down a notch?" And yes, what he just did. He took him down like 5 notches.
A few notches.
That's crazy. Damn.
That was good.
Damn.
That was good.
Hey, I want you to see this. He said, "Oh shit! I just told you guys." I said Pacheco and Swift on buy on week 10 too, and Kyra's on buy as well. 0 running backs. That was my fear. Right? Wow. I told you. I looked at it. I was like, 0 running backs. 0.
Man, you better hope you can put somebody on IR for that week and pick somebody up just for that week or something, man.
No, I mean if they're on buy, you can't do it.
I know.
None.
Damn. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Like all your running backs. Like I think if you go through Pachinko. Oh no, those are all the guys you do have. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Well, as you said, you better be on the waiver wire, bro.
Yeah. I don't think I ever seen that before. Like all your running backs. That's crazy. Yeah.
And Mars says, I couldn't have flipped it at least. Hey, look. Don't worry about monetizing right now.
If they claim it, we'll trim it out. And they'll be like,
we'll take it out live, and we'll give you a good one without it there. We'll just talk about it.
See, this is why you gotta watch live, because if you watch live and you miss what we just watched, then you gotta watch us live, because otherwise
you ain't gonna get it.
Yep.
I'm about to sell some wide receivers away, and that's why I'm worried about that whole trade. Right when I saw it, I said my first thing was, if you're gonna do that, I would ask for another running back in return
instead of London. That's not a bad idea.
That was my thing. So
yeah.
So I've been stashing a bit too long. I understand. Sometimes you want to stash to have your people later, but yeah, you need to have a run. You need to have some running backs that you believe in, like that. I have on my team. I have Jaylen Warren always in my back pocket. I always have him there just in case. Roschon Johnson there, break glass in case of injury.
Mm-hmm.
So Zeke is up there. If you could grab Chuba Hubbard, that's another guy you just want to have there. Josh Kelly. Those are guys that you break in case of glass, in case of injury. So those are guys that I always look for going into the season, no matter what. So, oh man. All right, well.
Oh, that it? All caught up? Damn.
Yeah, we called all up. Got back to everything. So we talked about all the running backs. I'm gonna talk about wide receivers real quick. I'm not gonna take much more of your time, but wide receivers. Here's my rankings right now: Downs, QJ, Wandale, and then Kendrick Bourne, New England. That's my 4. That's the way I'm looking at them. Those are the guys I'm looking for. And Curtis Samuel is still there. Curtis Samuel is still scoring points. 3 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I guess Rashee Rice should really be your top, but I like Downs. I really do like Downs. What you got?
You said Rice. Rice is on there. Who's what's his name? Or she's Shaheed.
Are out there looking for Josh Downs a lot.
Yeah. I'm looking at Josh Downs is 49% rostered right now. So you have a legit 50-50 chance in your league if he's
there or not
available. So if you got a high enough one, or high enough waiver pick, yeah, he might be the guy.
I mean, Wandale Robinson is another one because he's low. He's
like 29%.
They're 20. Yeah, I was gonna guess 30. But yeah, he's not. He's not there. So he could be someone you could grab and get easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like they finally involved him in the offense. They feel like they have to actually throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
Now he's getting used.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the main ones. I mean, like Kendrick Bourne. He had a good game, since week 1. I kind of want to wait, see, especially with mac and cheese. It's like, what is the Patriots right now? Like, I just don't know. So, but he's
a 1-5 team.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
But yeah, I think Downs is a good shot. Robinson, I think, is another good one if you need one. And Samuel's about 52% right now. So again, you about 50-50 if he's out there. But he's just been getting, and I have Scary Terry, and he's not. It's either really up or down, like 18 points, 6 points, 11 points. So where
Curtis
Samuel has just been pretty consistent the last couple of weeks. 14, 15, 12. And he's got the touchdowns. So
I stay with talent. McLaurin's is the more talented guy, so I stay stick. Stick with talent.
He's still out there, but if you need somebody else, I would definitely go with him for a receiver.
All right, well, you got tight end.
I'll
let you go first.
Yeah, Musgrave. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see what we do. I kind of what we talked about earlier with Jordan Love. He had that horrible game. Then he went on a bye week, so I think when he comes back, he's gonna do okay. And I think when you want to do okay and you want to get back into the swing of things, easy throws, tight end. You maybe build up your confidence. I don't know if you'll get a touchdown or not, but especially if in your PPR league, I think it's gonna be pretty solid. Even in his bad game, he still got 6 receptions. Against Vegas. So against Denver, I think he's gonna do pretty okay. So if you need a tight end, Musgraves. And I think he's only 24%, rostered, which is not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, so there's a pretty good chance if you need to stream one, which like I do, I got Ferguson going on a buy, so I need to stream a tight end. So this is like something I'm legit looking at. Another one is actually the Raiders tight end.
That's Mike Mayer is my number one guy.
Yeah, Mike Mayer's
defense. Mike Mayer is my number one guy.
Yeah, I could see him doing pretty good. Pretty solid. What he did last week? 10 points, 5 receptions, 75 yards. So not bad, not bad. Yeah. I think he's gonna do pretty well.
All right, guys. Jonnu Smith and Mike Mayer.
Jonnu Smith, yeah.
Jonnu Smith is the tight end who you came into the year not thinking he's going to do anything, and he keeps on getting points and performing. So
better. I think last week he was on my list to maybe pick up 2 for week 6, and he had a pretty good week 6. So I think he's gonna have another good week 7 against Tampa. So,
yeah. I mean, I think that's my tight ends right there. All right, you got any QBs you want to look at?
Oh. I mean, if you're in a tight spot, do you pick up Tyson?
No, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh yeah, Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, I'm trying to see who's like low rostered. Damn, Derek Carr's only 28% rostered.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. He had a couple good weeks. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor by him, but. Yeah.
Question. What are your thoughts on Logan Thomas at tight end? So Logan Thomas has always been very talented. I mean, remember Logan Thomas played at Virginia Tech as he was a quarterback, and they moved to tight end when he moved to the NFL. Logan Thomas runs good routes. He has good hands. He's a big body. He's a great receiving threat. Logan Thomas always gets hurt.
Yeah, that too.
So if it's a week-to-week thing and you have to rely on him, that would be scary for me. But Logan Thomas always gets hurt, like literally always. As far as that, I don't hate Logan Thomas, but I would might like having Dalton Schultz more now, like Logan Thomas right now. Which says a lot. So that's just kind of I am.
Because he's on the trending down. For all right now, he's the 8th trending down player on Sleeper. He's just not living up to his potential of what he was like a couple seasons ago.
I mean, he thought. I think right now Logan Thomas is about 14th, 13th best tight end in there.
I think Sleeper got him at 14, so you're right there.
Yeah. So, and then Schultz is actually on bye this week, so that I don't think that works for this week as much as I would like it to be. It makes sense. It looked good. I think he's actually on bye this week. But I think Luke Musgrave might be a better play right now too.
Yeah,
as I said, Jonnu's a better fit. You can't trust him. I never go into a week when I want to trust him.
Who's that?
Logan Thomas.
Oh yeah.
And here's the other issue. You want to know the truth? Washington has 3 number 1 receivers.
Yeah, they do. They can't figure it out.
It's hard when you're a team that's that low as a receiver, and you have a rookie guy, who doesn't really look at the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
yeah,
those are my feelings. That's
yeah.
It's not like it's a complete science, but I definitely think that's how I feel about him. Logan Thomas is not. When you have McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, and Curtis Samuel, and Curtis Samuel's balling the way he is, I don't think there's enough there for him to eat, and he's always hurt.
Yeah. There's a lot of, even Brian Pringle's on that team. I forgot, and he's
Byron Pringle. Yeah,
number. You got good running backs. They're still trying to figure out what the hell.
No one knows what
Gibson is.
No
it's like he's putting up what, like 10 points a game, roughly. I think.
I thought he only had 10 points twice.
Let me see. I thought he. Antonio Gibson. No, yeah, not too great. 8 points, 9 points this last week. So yeah.
So yeah, I could pick up Schultz. I have Logan Thomas already, but I just don't know if he's gonna get the targets. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. He said I could trade a wide receiver for Cole Kmet. I bet he's on the roster, but he's on the bench. If Justin Fields was playing, I would say definitely.
Yeah.
The fact that he's not gonna play for 2 weeks, I probably hold off.
Same.
Yeah, I love him. I love my Bears. Go Bears! No, but not this week. I'm not playing any Bears. I might have to be forced to play Roshan in one of my leagues because of how everything's going with the buys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for anyone else. All right. Stephen Joe says, picked up Gibbs in the 3rd. Thought he was going to be my sleeper. Don't understand why they waste the 1st round pick on a dude and not use him. Most frustrating part of my year, but I'm 4-2. And look at Gibbs right now. He's really the only running back that they have between him and Craig Reynolds. So though it's still early. That's what I'll tell you. It's still early. Hold off. Gibbs is going to kind of start to produce for you. I think so. Especially with that offense.
You've been saying that for a while.
Well, he's been hurt. He hasn't been playing. But look at the weeks where he does play.
Mm-hmm.
He scores 13, 14 points.
Yeah. Real quick. So
look at it though. Tell me what it says.
So this is a standard league. So week 1, 7 points, 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, and then been out.
Yeah, but I would look at more because he's more of a PPR guy.
In PPR,
he's
not bad.
He's a pass catcher. That's what
In PPR, he would be like pretty solid in PPR. Especially like let's say like against Seattle week 2, he got 7 receptions. So.
But that's the guys you're looking for, and I guess I always say half-point PPR is usually where everyone is.
Yeah. It's also, I don't know what Detroit is with when it comes to that running back, man. Like they just, I don't know. But
I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be okay.
Yeah. And if he plays this week, which it looks like he should, and he's trending towards it, I think it'll be pretty good.
I'm going to guess that Jahmyr Gibbs gets you 10 points this week.
Okay.
If I was going over under 9.5, I'm going 10.
10. So right over it.
Yeah, I'm going to say 10.
I can see that.
And because it's all because of the pass catching.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get the ball a lot running. I really don't. I think he might get 7 or 8 carries. Just keep everyone honest. But he's the pass catcher, and they're offense that throws the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can see that. Especially now you have Montgomery's out, so I can see him getting 10, at least over 10.
So It's crazy because Dibs could be healthy this week, and Reynolds is still going to start it probably.
I think he is starting.
Yeah,
starting.
but Gibbs is going to get the ball out.
Yeah. But I think, like you said, I think Reynolds is going to be doing a lot of the running, and then Gibbs is going to be
all the pass catching.
A lot of the pass. Yep.
All right, I'm with Dip. Thanks. Hey, Bardo, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming in, especially with all your words and all your questions. Those were great, man. Kind of really helped lead the show, so appreciate it. All right, man. Last thing we're going to do, I want to know what your prediction is for this week for the Bears.
Ugh. Freaking cap. Father. Against the Raiders. It should be a win, but I don't know. Without Justin Fields, it's gonna be bad. I mean, maybe Roshan throws the team on his back and he runs like a madman. I doubt it, but not behind that O-line. It is going to be a very. I'm probably not going to watch most of the game. That's going to be a game I might flip on and off just because I don't want to see it.
I'll watch the game, but I think the Bears lose the game, 14-17.
Oh wow! You think they could put up actual?
I think they did. I think he did throw a pick 6 too.
Yeah.
And Bardo wants to say, how often are y'all live? So we are live Tuesday at 9. We are Wednesday at 8 Central. And then Sundays, we are live at 10 Central. So we are always there. We're around, talk about football. Sometimes Marty jumps on Thursdays because we have Thursday night games. But we're around as much as we can. So, we love talking football. This is our release.
Yeah. Those are the scheduled days. And I know Martin, he'll pop in like sometimes Tuesday, he'll do a IDP. So if you like talking defense,
Mario, you come on my show and keep on talking Bears talk. We're gonna have a problem, bro. We're gonna have a problem. You wanna put the sleeper on? You wanna see this 21-inch Pylon?
What the people want, man.
He said, "Come back tomorrow. Wednesdays are real fun. They are a lot of fun. He's cool."
You guys watch? Although the last one wasn't that great. Gridiron Heights. You guys do a react to it. So those are fun because you guys do a full breakdown of it. You want a legit reaction breakdown video. That's what you guys do, man. Because you pause it, read all the Easter eggs in the back and stuff. So, and if you've never seen Gridiron Heights, I think watching it with you guys is probably honestly the best way to watch it.
Because you don't know what you're getting until you really break down that stuff, and it's hilarious. It really is.
Yeah, this past week was not that great when they did the carnival thing. Man, I hated it. It was so fun.
Hated it.
I know, I hated it too with the Justin Fields thing. But yeah, the carnival one was really good. The last week's was kind of but yeah, you guys doing that is a lot of fun. So definitely. Check that out.
We try to join tomorrow. I most likely would try. I'd most likely be here because I'll leave work a little early to try to get home. But that is our show this week, guys. Thank you guys for coming in, listening to us, and asking all these great questions, and just being here and being involved. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tank, thank you for joining us. Martin, stay out of my comments, and I'll see all the rest of you guys. I appreciate you guys in there. I will see you guys later. Next week, same Bear time, same Bear channel. Once again, Dynasty Pylon will be here at 8 Central, 6 Pacific tomorrow. And then the Morning Spike, 10 Central on Sunday morning. We're there to help you with all your fantasy football lineups and all the other fun stuff and talking football. This is what we're here for, guys. Thanks for joining. See ya.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes.